Hello, welcome to my channel, Renzo here. I'm gonna paint a urban scape. Okay, let's see. I found this photograph on Pixels. You're gonna find the link on the description box. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna just make some changes on color. And I'm gonna start with the sky. First, I'm gonna paint this area, the top area, a little bit lighter. You know, I like that blue area there, but I'm just gonna paint it a little bit lighter and see and decide later if I just copy just that value and color from the photograph or I make it a little bit lighter. I'm mixing cerulean blue and raw umber and white with a lot of water. Okay. Now this area I'm gonna add more colors than just yellow. But I'm gonna start with just yellow and white, cadmium yellow and white. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Now, the buildings here. This is ultramarine blue and raw umber, and a touch of alizarin crimson. A lot of water. It's just like a wash. Okay. Oh, I need to paint with this yellow. This building here. I'm not gonna try to copy it as a photograph, or maybe the building is not gonna look like pretty solid. Okay. And I'm gonna change, for example, this color here. Usually when we paint shadows, we change the color. We just, since if this is a warm light, I can just paint a cool shadow here on this area. Okay. Oh, hello, Kevin. Okay, let's see. Now I got this. This road here. Okay, I think I got, I have covered the whole canvas. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm gonna paint more details and make adjustments. First, the sky. The yellow there, I'm gonna keep the yellow here, but not alone. Okay, I'm thinking about mixing green, pretty light green. just put it, for example, here, some touches. That way that's not going to be just one color. So it's basically when we paint a landscape, it's practicing about color. No, we don't care about perfection. I mean, we care about color and perspective. We don't care about if the building is bigger or smaller. We should care if we, for example, we have, for example, there is a guy here. There's a character. There's a guy here, around here. If I decide, let's say, add another guy here. In that case, I gotta just pay attention to perspective. Okay, but just that now is about basically color. And not copy the color from the photograph. Trying to change the mood, change saturation. I don't know, you choose what to do. I don't know, for me, kind of copy the photograph. That would be nice. Okay, it's a beautiful photograph, but I think I would enjoy more trying to create or make a change. Some changes, some sort of changes. I don't know why. No, that's what I like these days. Hello, Gary. Hello, Mago-san. Hello, Evelyn. Okay. Welcome to the channel. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm going. So first, this upper part, I'm gonna add a little bit of pink. Now, when I make changes, I just basically use my memory. We all have seen skies, yeah. We all have seen a sunset. We know the sky could be blue, gray, kind of on the sunset, or a mixture of a lot of colors, like a rainbow. And on top of that, we can even change the color and make it just surrealistic color. Yeah? But for example here, I want to keep the light, but it feels for me like this upper part, this blue there, it's kind of a heavy thing that's putting pressure. It creates contrast, that's pretty good, but it creates some pressure here. Which is okay, you know. That's I mean, it's not like a bad composition. It's just nature. Yeah. Just I want to change that because I want to add more colors. Okay, the area here, the colors are kind of purple. And basically I just don't prepare too much paint, because what I do is what I want is just to have different colors here. And then if I prepare just few paint, I'm gonna need to prepare more again and again, and every time I prepare more, I change the color a little bit. Try to keep the same value but change the color a little bit. Just thinking right now about my color harmonies, and if I make some changes here. What I know that I gotta be really careful is about values first, and then I gotta be pretty careful about grouping colors to create harmony. Okay. Remember that we group the colors just based on how they are saturated or desaturated. Okay, it means that if this area, for example, the colors here are desaturated and all of them have kind of the same, let's say, harmony, in terms that looks like it's just the same color. When we see that, we see basically a monochromatic harmony. Okay, what's a monochromatic harmony? It's when you pick up a color, okay, you mix it with white, gray, or black. And what you got when you do that, you can have just 100 of colors, but each one is going to be a little bit different. Okay, now when you just let's say pick up 10 colors, 10 saturated colors, and you mix all of them with gray, you can just put all of them together in an area. They're sharing, same value and same desaturation. It's just here, for example, I should be able to change it, put different colors here. Okay, be careful when you pick up an opposite color or different temperature. Okay, it should work as soon as they have the same saturation. What happens if I pick up a color that has the same value? Orange could have the same value, but different saturation. You just put it on top, and you're gonna see so clearly that doesn't color can just stay there because it has more saturation. Oh, I didn't see my screen. I need to paint up here a bit more. Let's add some more blue here. Oh, Mango Thang is saying first time someone called my name correctly. Oh wow, that's good. Okay. Sundays are pretty quiet here. My family sleeps. My son's, he's gonna wake up maybe in the next hour. And since today is Sunday, today I cook. I'm the one who cooks today. I'm gonna try to just paint here, pull it off this in an hour, an hour and a half. It's gonna be more like a sketch. It's a good practice for, you know, Sunday morning day. I got this yellow here. Yeah, now the light is coming like this. Okay, I'm gonna exaggerate this diagonal shadow there, and imagine that the light comes here, the light hits this area here too. Okay, and then we have shadow, and then again the light hits this area here. This is going to give me an opportunity to play with more colors in this area. Okay. I don't know what's the name of this, but let's say those are cobblestones. I don't know, but let's say that these bricks on the floor. I'll try to paint each brick. I mean, I'm not going to be that precise, but to add a different color to each brick on the floor, or at least try. Okay, here I'm gonna have an orangey. Now I'm gonna be careful because my eyes could jump from this to this and this, like a yellow, yellow, yellow. Yeah, okay. I can just, let's say, add a little bit of green to the sky. I'm not gonna change the sky to green, it's just I want a different color here. In that way it's not gonna be a pure yellow, and that's not gonna glow that much. The only pure yellow that I can keep here is gonna be this one. There. There is a parking lot here. There is some cars. A little bit of pink. That doesn't add too much contrast, but separates in some way yellow from the sky. I need a shadow here. I'm mixing a little green on the cerulean blue. I see some windows here. This building has a lot of windows. Maybe I'm gonna just reduce the amount of windows. Okay. when you got light and then go have shadow there, like this high contrast. Okay, one thing that's pretty common is just to add a little bit of a saturated color. Means you got yellow and then the shadow. You can add pure orange there. Okay, another thing that when I add the acrylic with a lot of water, I got, let's say, some kind of brush stroke, you know, but when I add acrylic and I don't add too much water, okay, it looks like a dry brush. I got a different texture. I could see a little bit of even the tooth of the canvas. Okay. You put it this lightly without pressuring that much. I can even see more the texture. I can see more the tooth of the canvas. It's you know, this is pretty subtle, but somebody likes that, some texture or some combination between a different texture when you add more water and different texture that, like when you just don't add too much water. You try. Hello, Victoria. Let's see. gray down the sky here. You know, I need a bit of contrast there. Yeah, this pink is not working there. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing something pretty simple. You want to see something, you just create contrast. Okay, you create contrast by changing the value or changing color. If, for example, in this case, I don't see the yellow there, I pick up a color that's opposite from the yellow on the color wheel. Okay. Now I'm trying to keep the same value. I mean, this is darker than this, but I'm trying to keep it the same value. Okay. Just thinking about if I should darken up all this like we see on the photograph, or I should keep it just like this, not too dark. I could knock down the contrast there because things. One thing that I know, if I add more contrast to any area, let's say here for example, I'm gonna bring this forward. If I knock down the contrast, as we can see here in the photograph in this area, that makes that area just go away. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of a darker value here. A little bit darker. Okay, even a bit darker, just a tiny bit. Okay. It's a pretty good photograph. Check out the link. You can zoom in to see the terrace. You're gonna see a lot of the terrace. I don't want to paint all those details. But anyway, it's pretty amazing that you can find for free a photograph, free copyrighted photograph like this, with that kind of resolution. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I need to keep pushing, values a bit darker, a bit lighter. We're gonna, on the process of painting, we're gonna have a lot of mistakes, obviously, or accidents. Let's say accidents, because every time that we try to copy something, I don't think that we're able to copy with the first brush strokes. We're not. That means that we should be able to use these accidents to just, use it on our favor, like maybe a color that we don't like or we don't get, but it works pretty good for the painting. Yep, we keep it. Okay, let's see if the light here works or not. Maybe it's not gonna work. Let's imagine that there's something here on the left. Oh, there's a building on the left, definitely. But let's say that there's a smaller, narrow building. That way, we can just casting this shadow here. Let's see if that works. This, I'm gonna like this, paint this area here. But I don't know if it's gonna just work with the rest. But let's see. What I'm doing is just adding more color here. Okay, we're gonna just pick up this one, a little bit pinky. I'm gonna paint here, and then on top of this, I'm gonna paint the light blue. Okay. Now the only problem when we add this yellowish color on top of a bluish area, we got what? We got some green, because there's you know, a mixture is happening between the layers. Hello, Mariam. Hello, Michael. Michael is saying you must be enjoying your landscapes. Oh yeah, really I enjoy painting landscapes. Could, I don't know. You know, what I think is a lot of things. It's not just one thing, but just first here. Here's the winter is you know, I mean the city here, even in summer, it's not a colorful city. Or sky is always gray, just gray. And now in winter is worse. It has no color at all. Gray for sure. I mean, trust me, as a painter, when I say that our sky is gray, it's gray. Just like you mix black and white and that's it. Okay, and color kind of looks pretty good too. You know, to add something different, to see something different. Another thing is that I got influenced by my daughter. You know, she used to work with a lot of color, and her friends that they paint too. I mean, digital painting mostly. It's a combination, you know. But I know why they love the combination. They work with digital, you know, and they finish up the work with. No, sorry, they work traditionally first, and they usually use always tempera. How's the name of tempera in English? Wash, gold. I don't remember, but it's just like watercolor, but it's not watercolor. You know, it's thicker, and they use white. And then, you know, when you use white, it's not watercolor anymore. And they take a picture of the work, and they finish up the painting on with usually I don't remember the name of the program, but on the computer, just on the computer. Okay, doesn't look bright enough. Okay, I'm gonna add more shadow here because I want to see more contrast. I want to see this just like the light is hitting here. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see it just by adding more light. I don't think that only that's gonna happen. That's gonna add, I'm gonna make it just lighter with white. Yeah, but I think I need to add a glaze here to make it darker. Okay, let's see about the sky here. I need to work on the sky. Okay. And you see, I'm not afraid of adding a color and then just repaint it if it doesn't work. For example, this one here. We just let it dry and repaint it. Okay. I want some contrast, but like I said before at the beginning, I don't want this dark blue on the top. I could change my mind. I can just paint it blue if I want. We could do whatever we want. It could be by accident. You know, it could be that just, you know, we want to change the color. I mean, at the end, when we paint anything, we usually at the first layer, we don't get the colors. Yeah? If you want to take advantage of those accidents, let's say, you got to study color theory, but don't know the color theory that teach you how to mix colors. Okay, color theory is it's not just mixing colors. Okay, it's color harmony too. That's the one that everybody should study in order to take advantage of, you know, of some accidents. And let's say accidents at every time that you try to match a color and you don't get it. Let's say that's an accident. It means that we had those accidents all the time. And every time. Okay. I'm squinting down my eyes, you know, yeah. Just thinking one thing, I got kind of the same color. Here, obviously, pretty close. I don't want that. I need to change. Maybe here, I'm gonna make it a little bit pinkier or different yellow. Okay, this and this too. For the building, I think it's okay. The sky, the only thing is the sky. Let's see. Okay, where I was? Oh, I was thinking to darken up this. Okay, I'm gonna pick up just pure blue. And let's see if a glaze, it would work. think that's better. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, it looks like a shadow. It's pretty bright, especially here. I like it. Okay, the other thing I'm gonna change. I need a little bit of pink. I need a lighter pink. Okay. Yeah. Squinting down my eyes and yes, you know, I see a lot of light here, a lot of light here, and light here. Yeah. Think about values always. I'm gonna just pick up pure white. Okay. Light here. Okay. Then the next light is here. Then the next one is here. I'm not saying that all of them has the same value. You know, I'm just trying to keep the differences between the other one. I got this too dark, you know, and I squinted down my eyes, and for a second I thought I saw it and said, "Whoa, I think I didn't get the values," and now that's what I'm doing. Hmm? Okay. Okay. Okay, in this area, I squint on my eyes and I see light here. Yeah? The thing is that I did change that, but we can see clearly that this area is lighter and this area is lighter. And I'll try to just light up, not obviously like the photograph, because what I did is I just added this cast shadow. I just need to make it lighter, not too much. If I make a mistake and I make it too lighter, I'm just gonna let it dry and repaint it, or maybe just add a glaze. That's the good thing about acrylics, no? You can just add a glaze anytime. We need to just let it dry. But for this, you know, you don't use anything that's gonna slow the drying time. I'm just using water. Let's work a little bit on this guy here. Spray water on my palette and I spray water on my brushes. Lob soap needle. light up this. I'm gonna just choose white. A glaze of white. Let's see. Just pure white. Okay, I'm going to mix some grayish color, just one gray, just gray, just like mixing black and white. Okay, let's see if I can use some pure cerulean blue. Oh, now an accent here. Let's see if that works. A little bit of white. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna move the shadow a little bit up. This shadow here. Okay. I'm looking down the blue. What about the windows? So many windows there. I want to paint them kind of transparent first, and let's see. I need a flat brush, smaller one. I just have filbert. Okay, yeah, let's use this one. I need to buy a new set for flat brushes. Looks like those are the most used for to paint landscape like this. Instead of making a line here, you see that with the flat brush, you just do this, and you got already a straight line. Like for example, or here, I should do the same here. Almost forget, for example, here. Look at that, that's pretty good. Okay. The same here. When I go out to paint plein air, but I think I'm not ready yet. I need to practice more. The thing is that you can spend like just an hour, 2 hours just looking for a nice place to paint. I remember when I was a student once, we went to the beach. Yeah. Let's paint a seascape. And we were all pretty excited, We went. I remember all my friends. And then we got to the beach like maybe 10 a.m. at the morning. I started to paint at, I think it was at 3 or 2. It was just. I remember, the feeling that it was so boring to paint just the water. And I was at that time looking for, nice place with some rocks and water and all of that, and it's so difficult to find the right spot. We were moving from here, there. I was just going over my friends and see her paintings, and I was like, oh wow, this is a nice spot. I'm gonna paint just next to my friend, because he already finds something. And then, it was like so difficult to paint something nice. And I remember somebody said that, one teacher, well, not that time said, just like you don't need to paint exactly what you see. Okay, you basically painting a landscape is just creating a composition. When you see a photograph and that's beautiful, the composition is done. But you didn't do it. It was the photographer who took the picture. He spent a lot of time waiting for the right moment, the right lighting, all of that. But when you go out, you realize, wow, it's pretty difficult to take those decisions about color. And on top of that, the light changed a lot. I was painting the seascape, the water, and all of a sudden there was a cloud on top of my head, and everything became kind of grayish, even more grayish. And I was like, wow, this is gonna be really annoying. And I remember I prefer to paint a portrait. I remember thinking that because on a portrait, it was just a model and she was still, and you try to copy, yeah, basically that. But the landscape is like there is some movement, even if you choose a static scene, you know, not like painting water. The movement that exists is the light. The light changes. It changes a lot. Okay. And since it was my first year, everything for me it was about copying what I see. I was trying to copy as much as possible. And not all of a sudden the sky it was, you know, the sunny sky. I was trying to copy that. The next minute, it was grayish, and then I changed that, and I wasn't able to keep track the values, the color. Just was moving and moving, and I realized with time, you know, that because we went to paint landscape maybe 4 or 5 times, yeah, that basically you pick up a scene, you pick up a spot, you capture what you see in the first 5 minutes, you try to establish what you see in the first 5 minutes, and you follow up that. You don't follow up all the changes that happens later when the sky just becomes just a little bit bluer, darker, whatever, you know. And it's basically you work, you see the thing, you see there, you know, but you're working from memory. Like 50% is just, it's just memory, you know, because it changes, and as the hours just passes by, the light changes more and more, and it's pretty annoying. For me, that was pretty annoying at the time. Imagine just being here and painting this scene, that in the next 5 minutes the light hitting the building is gonna change, and you're there trying to capture that. Well, how are you gonna be able to capture that? This is gonna change in the next 10 minutes for sure. The light here is gonna be up, until there is no light hitting the building. I'm afraid of painting all the windows. It's gonna be a mess. I cannot leave it like this, or I could just, or maybe I can just paint a couple of windows, huge windows. Could be. Let's do the ones here. Well, a darker color. I don't get a darker color. Okay, I think that works. Yeah. There's no way to have this just with one brush stroke. That's what I wanted. Just one brush stroke. We need a flat brush to do this, otherwise it's gonna be a mess. But anyway, just gonna insinuate the windows. Okay. Okay, yeah, there. Let's say that's okay. Oh, I don't like the windows, but I think it, good enough. Oh, Michael is saying you are very quiet today. Yes, today is Sunday. It's a quiet day. Okay. Uh, let's see. Let's continue. I want a really light blue for some areas here, because I got a lot of pink and orange here. I want a cool color there to add some variety. Yeah? And that's gonna add more contrast at the same time. Okay, a little bit of green, a lot of white. A lot of white because I want to match the value here. Wow, this is too bright. A little bit of blue, more white. Okay. Now adding, you see this area, you see green, light blue, light orange, light pink. Okay, a lot of colors there. As I've been working on trying to copy, obviously what I see, I've been working on trying to add more and more colors. I'm gonna do the same here. Some areas I lay down the brush stroke a little bit thicker and then lighter here, and that way with the same color I got different variations. Okay, more and more I like this color. Okay, I gotta stop because the thing that happens when you like one color is like you just put it everywhere, and that kind of kill the variety. It becomes just everything just one color. Okay, now same value, different color. Okay. I don't understand that much these colors that are here. I think I should erase them. I need to step back and see it from, work a little bit more on these colors, so just erase them and just add a glaze on top, something, okay? Now I need orange and white. Need a bigger palette. I need to make this area a little bit lighter. Yeah. Okay, I like the orange there. Well, let's see if I can just. Okay. Okay, that's better. The sky is better. The only problem I have with this colors, with this set of colors, is the white. You know, it's just like a fear I gotta add a lot of white. Got the same feeling that when I worked with zinc white once. And zinc white is pretty weak. You need to add a lot of white. You know, it's the same like that happens with lead white. A lot of painters love lead white. Because of that, I prefer titanium white. But it's not that one is better than the other. You got the feeling that this is like looks like lead white or zinc white. It's pretty weak. That has to do with what you are used to. Just that. I used to just pick up white and light up a color really fast. It's just that. And then when that doesn't happen, I kind of feel like, hey, I'm out of my comfort zone. The color is not working like the way I used to. Okay, some touches here, a little bit of, to see this tiny touch of green. Not you see it here too, just tiny, tiny, tiny. I'm assuming maybe you see that. No. Okay, anyway. Okay, just touches, okay? Just some tiny touches. It shouldn't be there, that's yellow, but this green is a bright color. And if we add it just in a small portion, it's gonna work. It's gonna glow, okay? That's the idea. That's what I want. More yellow, lemon yellow and white. Same. Okay, just tiny touches. No, the snow is all basically cool. Just that's the brightest color here. Yeah. And I made a mistake on this portion here. I added, notice the same brush stroke with the same color like this, Yeah, that doesn't work. I need to knock it down this and this. Okay, I knocked down that. I think that's better. A little bit of red. Okay. I'm adding next to the blue. There is the, let's see, that's an opposite color. That's a warm, like a light raw umber. Oh, sorry, burnt sienna. Kind of orangey color. Okay, let me step back. Yeah. It's too light. Okay, adding more and more colors. gonna zoom in. Want to paint this guy here. Oh, Michael says the closest street light pole one. Okay, okay. Oh, Michael is asking me, how do you find it easy to do landscape in acrylics or oils? Hmm. Hmm. That's a good question. A good question. I think it depends. Okay, if you're planning to, uh, you know, I would say if you're planning to do a lot of changes, adjust here and there, okay, and I would say that's better acrylic. Just let it dry and paint on top, okay. And I would say if you're already you find a nice spot and you like it, you're not gonna change anything. You're just gonna just maybe play with uh, brush strokes. Okay, I could say then oil to get some softer edges, you know, because that's more difficult with acrylics to get soft edges. Okay, I'd say that you can do more with acrylics in terms of changes and adding more and more colors because it's already dry, and you know you can just add a little bit of blue here and then a little bit of no another color, all the colors you want you can just put it here and there. And you can continue with oils. I find it more like to take advantage of softer edges, but making a lot of retouches, that means just kind of you're gonna need to maybe erase some areas, use a palette knife, or add more paint and more paint and more paint. And since the paint is wet, maybe you're gonna get some colors that you don't like it. Because that happens all the time, you know, we try to match a color, but unless we are so precise, and that we are not, okay, that's kind of a process of just goes that goes from retouching and adding more and more paint, and every brush strokes change it the previous brush stroke, make it darker, make it lighter, okay. And yeah, I would say that I enjoyed both, but it depends what was my plan, what I'm gonna paint. I mean, yeah, it depends. Just that. Yeah. But every time that we're gonna paint something, we need a plan. We need to just stop and think a little bit. And see if what we are about to paint is, you know, is good enough, or the changes that we're gonna make they're gonna work. I don't know. The thing is here, for example, I thought about that in this shadow and light. You know, I think that adds something, some variety, but I don't like it. No, but that one thing is that you don't like it doesn't mean that it's not okay. Even for me, I know that I'm not gonna change anything, even that I don't like it now. Why? Because maybe tomorrow after just I'm gonna wake up in the morning, gonna see the painting, gonna think, okay, that's good, that it worked. Adding that shadow. It was something pretty simple. But sometimes we got into trouble because we don't have the color of the shadow. Is not believable. But anyway, if it doesn't work, that's okay. There's a lot of options, and in this, it's not like we are just creating something really original and just change, adding a shadow here, something that could be real, it could be there, it could be a huge building there, and casting a shadow. For example, speaking about that, changing the sky. Okay, now that's another thing that I have my doubts, but I got the feeling that there's more space here. Like I'm not hitting something on top, block, and I got the feeling there on that hitting something block, on top, and I like it on the photograph. Yeah, I like the contrast, but I don't know if it is in my painting is gonna work. Not so sure. I like the possibilities to add more colors here. One thing that's different when I see my painting, I see the photograph. You see all this darker area there on the photograph? All this dark. Okay, that's, I'm not copying those values, and even my shadow is lighter. I'm just trying to create some transparency here. I think those shadows are too dark. Yeah. Now, the thing is that I keep thinking that I should darken them up, just like the photograph. It looks better. And then I say, no, I'm gonna keep it like that. That's what I'm thinking. But I keep thinking here and there. I move over the painting and thinking about values. Thinking about changing, adding more colors, not leaving one color just like in one area, like just blue, complete blue. Okay, some variety here and there. That helps at least to add more color without adding pure colors. Okay, now that's one thing that I don't know what to do right now in terms of that. Another thing that I keep in mind is that I should just wash this area, like just with white. Like imagine that you're gonna add some fog. Even that's a sunny day, it's winter, and I want to exaggerate the illusion of depth, and I can just kill all this area with just gray. But that definitely, I have done this before, and let's say that works. Okay, that makes all this area just recede, kind of fade away on the distance. Okay. Now I have a problem. I got this tree here. I don't know. Maybe I should get rid of this tree or this bush and just leave just the view continue, kind of stopping my idea of depth. Stops there because of that. Maybe not. Maybe creates illusion that there is something more going on here, and I not see it because it's the tree. And the tree adds to the illusion that this is far away. Okay. Now there are decisions that we all need to take, because one thing that, for example, that I learned is that the same way that you don't repeat the same highlights everywhere, you shouldn't repeat the same shadows everywhere. It's just like you see a darker value, like the one on the photograph, dark, and you just copy that dark. Okay, the same way the highlight here shouldn't be as bright as the highlight here, or vice versa. The brightest light are here, I got a problem here. I added too much color and it looks brighter here. I like it. I like it because I make it kind of colorful. This floor. Maybe I'm gonna regret that. But right now, I just I like it. Thinking of making that, let's say, like the photograph, just one color, gray. It's not like something that I'm gonna just say it. I want a little bit of color. But that's me, okay? That's why when you decide to make changes, that the beauty about this is that You choose what you want. That's it. I mean, you just think it's just one more painting. You're gonna paint one more tomorrow. That's how we practice. That's how we learn. The screen there, I don't like the screens. The screens are too vivid to just be that in that area. I'm just gonna add a little bit of pink. Okay. Now, one thing that you can do with acrylics is just use scumber. You know, pick up paint, take out the excess, and just use what is left on the brush. Okay. You can pick up any color. Let's use this one. Just clean it with what is left. Just add some color there. You can do that with any color. So I need red. Okay, I got this light red, let's say, kind of pinkish, and you can just go like this. The scumbling. Let's say the scumbling is easy to control. Okay. Now you could use it to make something darker, lighter. I make this darker a bit. Now I can just go with another color and go on top and light up this a bit again. Okay, that's, for example, that's pretty good. You know, you can just glaze or scumble. Okay. Wait. Almost done. Let me see. Just wanted to paint for a couple of hours. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. Hello, Dita. Hello, hola, Arte, Juanito. Okay, and then another thing about glazes. Just gonna add a little bit of white. Okay. Pick up the brightest colors and just, you can, if the painting is dry, let me clean the brush. Oof, I need to clean some brushes before they dry. Usually I put them on here on the table, I spray water on them, but it's not enough sometimes. Okay, let's pick up anyone. Okay, let's say that to pick up this yellow, introduce it to this. That would be a glaze. Okay, you pick up any color. And, for example, for that area, I need orange. Okay, or remember, you can glaze or scumble. Okay, I got orange here. Let's say I don't add any water and I go like this, just with no water at all. Okay, or you can just add water and just work it as a wash, as watercolor. Yeah. Now, you can just repeat more and more. It's up to you when you stop. I have the tube of paint here. Pick up like this. No water on the air, just on the air, okay? You can just put it everywhere. You create new colors too, because when you add this more or less transparent, that's gonna change the colors around. You can use, it's not, I have used orange, but you can use any color. It's not like you gotta use orange or a pure color, any color. Okay. Or gray, so just looking down the color. Yeah. What do you think about the sky? Do you think I should paint it, copy just the photograph? I keep saying that I don't want the sky. And now at the end, change it and copy that the sky. Wow. No, I don't want to do that. But I think I'm not able to make it work. I think that's better, yeah. Maybe I should light up the sky completely. Maybe some brush strokes to create some illusion of movement, and that would be enough. Yeah, like something. There's no clouds. I mean, obviously, no clouds, but something that goes to that direction. Okay. Now, let's think I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do it just to show you a glaze again. Not too much water, but it's, and I'm just gonna go over here. Okay, look at that, kind of, I like it. Yeah. It becomes a rainy day. Oh. No, oh, it could be. You know, if you can make it work, oh, that would be nice. Okay. Do you think that there is just believable that there is some depth here and the buildings are far away? You can keep pushing that, you know, make it lighter and lighter. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it for today. Yeah. Oh, we paint on Patreon. On my Patreon page, we paint Saturdays. One Saturday we paint with acrylics. If you wanna join, you know, we can paint along together. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care, you all, and see you next time. Maybe tomorrow. You know, I enjoy painting landscapes, but I think I enjoy painting more like you know, rural, let's say, landscapes. Trees, more trees. The building, until now, I feel, you know, I try not to make it, just break up the edge a little bit here and there, but it's just, a building is just a huge thing, a static thing. Yeah. Anyway, I think it kind of, I like it, you know, the last thing that I did, that was by accident, but I think it works with, especially here, just creating the illusion that it's a rainy day, and this guy is just walking there. Okay, that's it. Take care, everybody. See you all next time. Bye. Thank you for being here. Okay, bye.